I always say to my parents that the NICU is like a roller coaster. There's ups, there's downs. You take turns to the left, you take turns to the right, but at the end of the day, you're going to end up at the finish line. When I was about 12 years old, my mom had 2 identical twin boys who were actually born as micro-preemies. So I often found myself going to visit the babies in the NICU after school. It was something that always excited me. I always paid attention to the nurses and what they were doing, and I was like, wow, maybe that is kind of what I should go into.
So a typical day for me in the NICU varies every day, but we try to keep it relatively structured.
We start off our shift by getting a report, doing safety huddle, and then we begin our first care times at 8 a.m. Between 8 a.m. and about 9:30 is when our first care time takes place. This is generally where we meet with the doctor, go over our plan for the day, and kind of just get the baby started. In the NICU, teamwork and communication is extremely important. You are given a chart. If you're not communicating, you're not going to get all the information about the baby from just the chart. Caitlin has told me this morning what this baby likes and what this baby doesn't like. It's nice to come in kind of having like a baseline and understanding this baby as a whole versus just the picture you see on the screen. We kind of treat every baby on the unit as ours. Just because a baby has one single nurse doesn't mean that the patient isn't the other nurse's patient as well. We always work as a team to take care of these little ones. They need eyes from everyone. What keeps me coming back here to Stanford Hospital in the NICU is simply the team that I have. I have a wonderful team. We all work together. We're all a great collaboration. It's just that support that you build, those bonds, those friendships that just make you want to keep coming back. We make a difference every single day in these little ones' lives, and it just makes you feel so special and so important. Okay, now that we've gone through safety huddle, I've gotten a report, I've scrubbed in, I'm ready to check my orders and kind of learn a little bit more about my babies. A lot of people will realize NICU nurses are very, very strict about sticking to care time. We like to do this because we want to allow these babies to be able to rest in between during that 3-hour time frame. That way they can heal. During hard times, we have many different teams involved in the baby's care.
We have OT, we have speech, we have our social worker, Tiny Miracles, the doctors, the nurses. I think parents really appreciate seeing that there's so many people involved in their baby's care.
That they feel very supported during uncertain times. The NICU can be a very intimidating place. Parents may feel overwhelmed, stressed. As nurses, we try to give as much support as we possibly can. This includes updating parents routinely each care time on their babies. So I think she's honestly doing really, really good. From what I got in the report is she was breathing really fast when she first came, but she's definitely slowed down. She's definitely not tachypnic anymore. I also really like to involve my parents in their care. Sometimes parents feel as if they're helpless and they can't really help their baby because their baby is in this isolate, trying to heal and get better. I like to involve my parents by teaching them how to change their diapers, helping give the babies baths, sometimes, just consoling them, holding the passies, having them do skin to skin.
Parents can't be here all the time, so often we treat babies as if they were our own. So not only are you caring for these babies from a nursing standpoint, you're also showing them love, right? When parents are anxious and overwhelmed, honestly, I like to kind of take their minds off things. So I like to focus on what's going well versus what's not going well. And I feel like diverting those negative thoughts kind of, peps them up a little bit, makes them feel a little bit less anxious.
When you have a hard day, it's usually a really hard day.
I think the biggest way we find peace here as NICU nurses is kind of just leaning on each other. We all support each other. We're all here for each other. We're always helping hand. We're all doing it together. And I think that's our way of finding peace, is kind of just coping off of each other. You have to have the skills of a nurse: critical thinking, time management, communication, collaboration, teamwork, all those things. But I think one of the biggest things is you have to be a really loving person.
When a baby graduates the NICU, it's a very, very exciting day, especially for us nurses. We love to see how far these babies have come, the smile on their parents' faces as they walk out the door with their newborn. It's very special because a lot of these babies have been with us for quite a while. So it's always nice to see their final day where they get to go home and be with their families. I hope when parents go home, instead of remembering all the moments where they were stressed or if they were anxious, I hope they remember all the special moments, such as milestones, or simply the littlest things like that first diaper change.
Actually, before my babies get discharged, I always tell the parents to send a holiday card. We're actually starting to receive some, and we all get super excited to just open that letter and just see what babies look like and how well they're doing. I think what keeps me motivated on the toughest days is just simply knowing that I'm making a difference in somebody's life.